Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be episode 8 in our legendary orc campaign. I am the strategy professor. So, in our last episode, we just kind of consolidated a little bit. We were actually able to gain a confederation with this entire faction here, so we gained 4 new villages. So that was awesome. The dwarves offered us a peace treaty. We did not take it. That may come back to haunt us because they are recruiting right here. But as I explained at the end of last episode, I think we're already so committed to doing some work in this area that we can't really take a peace treaty and reposition on this side of the map. Now, at the very end of last turn, during the in-turn process, we were attacked by these guys, and they took our settlement up here. So they broke up our province. So that's pretty bad. So I suppose that was an oversight because he can't burrow under and attack on the same turn. So that means he must have been positioned about right here, and I just didn't notice that. But like I said at the end of last episode, there's nothing that I could have done about that because this guy didn't have enough move to get up there to threaten that. And we were trying to scare off these teeth snatches, which were located about right here. And so we repositioned over here to scare them. So that's where we are. So let's see what else happened during the end of turn. So we demolished a bunch of stuff. Let me see. Okay, so we know that the WA plans to attack Black Iron Mine pretty soon, which is good because that's what we told him to do. So we finished up the trolls finally. You guys will get to see these in battle hopefully pretty soon. They're really cool. Okay, and we're getting some rebellions both in Blackfire Pass and in Karak 8 Peaks. Because we have that Confederation penalty again, so it's going to be, -8 for 4 more turns. So we're going to get quite a bit of problems. We also have another -3 from this, so that's just -11 right off the bat, not including other modifiers. But we do get extra growth in exchange for that. However, we're kind of in dire straits here, and we're also just went into the negative. Like I talked about, the orcs will do this sometimes. You have to get your armies large enough to get the wall. But that means that you must constantly move your armies and reposition to take new territories and to spawn walls so that you can really leverage your advantage. So that you have to keep raiding towns to keep feeding this upkeep until you can stabilize. So we have to keep getting money. We can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. So, okay, so this guy has 10. Remember, they were pretty hurt, but we also saw, I think, oh, that was in the dwarf campaign, but I'm pretty sure they replenish extremely fast a lot of times, the AI on legendary. So I would not be surprised if this guy's already back to full strength by the time Awa attacks them. What else are we looking at here? So Black Iron Mine, they have 6. They have 16 units. I have 16 also. So this guy's mustering. So what I can do is run over here, like actually run over here, try to take this area, get within, I can't actually get within reinforcement range, which is troublesome. I cannot also burrow under over there. Now Karak Azul only has 8 people there. So I'm pretty sure I can take it with 15. Also, I'm pretty sure that the trolls count as artillery. I'm not 100% about that, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure they count as artillery when you're sieging because they can actually walk up and knock down the main gates with their clubs. So I think they're kind of like a battering ram. I think the computer considers them that way. And why is that relevant? It means that I can take a fortified town in 1 turn without having to wait. I can take it immediately with an auto-resolve, hopefully, without having to wait for... without having to wait to build a battering ram or to build some of those other contraptions you can build in siege battles. So you can just walk right up and take a town immediately. And that has obviously huge benefits because the enemy's not going to be able to respond to your threat fast enough. So, okay, just writing down the time there. Okay, so our other option is we can burrow under and like jump over here and position to take out Karak Azul. If we burrow under, this guy might actually intercept us. I highly doubt it, because he would die if he did that. But we can definitely position. Now he might, so theoretically he could have 3 more units. That would be 4 total, I believe. And then he could step into Karak Azul. That would be 12 or 13 units. So then he might actually be favored, because he has the fortification. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take that. Other options. Well, we're going to get a rebellion here next turn, so we can always stick around and get that rebellion, pick it up, maybe hire a few more units so we can get a wall. A couple more wins and we would get a wall. So we could maybe hire just like a couple more Night Goblins, just something really cheap just to get to 17 units. And then go on a wall rampage. So that would secure this area. Okay, so I think that might be our plan here. Other options are we could rotate this guy over and have him try to pick up the rebellion. Because I think I have a few turns over here. Yeah, this place is still in good public order for now. So I could have this guy walk onto that territory. Just maybe he could go to... Well, he can't run across this river, actually. So he could walk to about right here and hire 5 units of something. Maybe just orc boys, just something generic. And then he could pop over this wall, and they might fight him in the underway. I would have 13 units. If they didn't fight me in the underway, when I popped over this wall, then I would have to fight him the turn after that when it would be 14 on 13, which I could do, but since this place is already pretty advanced, I suspect that they're going to have some advanced buildings. I'm going to go ahead and get a cash shop here. So I'm sitting here looking at it. And can we upgrade this? It's going to hurt our cash right now, but in the long run it's good. How secure is it? Where is it? It's Valia's Sorrow. I think we can afford to do that, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go into the sell tactics here in a second. We just basically have to fire sell everything just to get cash at this point. I think I'll keep this. How much can we sell it for, actually? 900, huh? I think I'll keep it, though, because we are going to need public order here eventually. So we're going to build this building again. But we're just going to go ahead and get the Wolf Den. Like, it's cute. Yes, it would help us when Chaos comes in to have another recruitment center. But right now, our immediate needs are just getting more cash as soon as possible, just so we can finance large armies to get over here and just deal with all of our enemies.
The tribe's ready.
Okay, so we could actually walk to right here. That would let us recruit this turn in this province, because this is our property line. So we could actually recruit this turn, and then that would give us the option, I believe, we'd have enough movement to get down here and take Karak Azul the turn after that. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit that. I'm trying to hit Q here. Because I'm walking through rough terrain already this whole way over here to get to this point. And I don't think this is rough terrain. It is not, because it's not showing the little attrition skull and crossbones. So I think that means I'm going to be able to run through it faster. Because you see this way how far I can run, because there's no attrition territory, versus this way, it's really abridged because there's attrition territory. So I think that if I can run right here, I'm going to be able to hit Karak Azul next turn. I might not be able to do it. It might come back and bite me, but I think I'll be able to do it. So, and then I'm also in a position, if the wall doesn't quite finish these people off, then I can also run up there, I think, in one turn and finish them off. I'm a little less certain about that because this is attrition territory. But it would give me the freedom. Like I would be right here, then I could move over here, I could move over here, and potentially, I'm not sure if I'm in the middle here, I might be able to jump this wall as well, if I have to, with the underway. So I can jump it right now from here and get to like right there if I want to, where those lines are. So that means that if I need to, I can hop over there and take care of that rebellion also, if something weird happens. But so I think this is going to give me the most options to go here. I'm not going to press the button yet because I want to see, but I think that'll work. And then I can hire 2 units there to get to 17. With this guy, I I think I want to walk right to the property line. He doesn't have route marcher. He's only level 1, so we have to keep that in mind. But I think I want to walk like right here to the property line. Hire just a couple more orcs or just something just to round out my army here. And then try to take this town and then just start going around and just pillaging these towns. This is fortified. But I think the rest of these are unfortified. This might be. No, this is unfortified. So, if I can take this town and this town down here, that'll finish this province. Okay, this place is actually not... Karak Azul. Okay, this place is not fortified, I don't think. Not naturally. Unless they built a building in it to fortify it, it's not. So, I think we want to position here and just start going on a rampage, just making cash, taking over these property, and just trying to choke these guys out, because they already have their one army up here, like we said last time, and they're mustering their one other potential backup army right here, so. Those are the two moves there. So we're just gonna, well... Yeah, okay, so I need to be up against this wall, like I said, and then I need to hire a bunch of units. I guess 3. Hopefully, and then I'm gonna hop over this wall to deal with the rebellion, so I'm not going to be able to take this stuff out just yet. I'm going to have to cover this rebellion if I want this guy to be able to move forward and take this out. Okay, so I think that's what the move is. He's going to move here. He's going to move here. They're both going to recruit, and then I'm going to have maximum options to respond to what's going on. Now we have a large army here. The problem is we also have a rebellion coming. So... question is, do I want to come up here and take these guys on? I should have paid closer attention to what they had last turn. I don't remember precisely what it was, but nothing jumped out at me. Like I don't remember seeing trolls or biggins or anything like that. So it shouldn't be too threatening. So I have 5 garrison and 15 there, so it's 20. I also have 20, but I have black orcs and I have a bigger Grimgore Ironhide. And all my guys are all buffed up with the boys and stuff like that. Now, it's not showing me what he has. I know he's rank 3. It's not showing me his skills because I'm not close enough to figure that out yet. So I could go up here and threaten him, I think, next turn to get my territory back. The only problem with that, once again, is I'm going to get a rebellion here. So I don't think the rebellion is going to be able to take on Black Crag. Because we just have so much here. We have the walls. The only problem is it's going to get beefed up to about a 20 stack. So I'm going to have to find an answer to that. I just don't have a good answer. I don't think I can hire a 4th army. Like, I could get it for free. It's not going to cost me 825 a turn. But it is going to cost a lot of extra upkeep for the units. Because remember, every time you make a new lord, it's an additional 5%. Or it was. Hold on. Yeah, it's 5% beyond the first. So I have 3 armies, so it's 10%. So if I get one more army, it's going to be 15%. And that doesn't just increase the upkeep on that one particular army. It's on every single army in your entire faction. So it gets multiplicatively more expensive the more armies that you have. So I can't really afford a 4th one right now. I'm already in the red. I just need more territories before that can happen. So the option then becomes, I could just let this go and just let him take this territory and just not answer it next turn and just take out the rebellion. But, you know, if I do that, then he could start coming down here and threatening this. Or, you know, Teeth Snatches could come back over here. So the real question is, am I okay with this being a 20 stack by the time I take this out? That's the real question. So my guys are going to be banged up after that. I suppose potentially I could bring this army in. Like, after they take out the rebellion here, they could start working their way around here. Or I could warp this army over to take care of them. Just have the wall take care of these and just not even worry about this right here. I think that might be my best bet. Like, I want to take out Karak Azul, but I think securing my own territory right now is a big deal because they don't have a huge army here just yet. Like, they're going to get one. This guy's mustering. But I just think I've got to take care of home base here right now so that I can go up and take care of these guys. Like, I think that's just too aggressive to try to take this out next turn. And just let them walk all over me like that in my own territory. Because if this gets to 20 stack, it's not a huge threat immediately. They can't take Black Crag, but I will have to deal with it. And if these guys are banged up, like if they kill half my army when we go 20 to 20 heads up, then I'm not going to be able to do 10 versus 20. I don't think I'm able to pull that off. And I'm not going to have immediate help. Like, I guess this guy would be immediate help if I could just come up and just hang out here, muster up units, and then run over and reinforce. At the same time, this guy comes back down. This is so greedy, though. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just... I'm going to walk up to here, first of all. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to move up to here. So once again, this is going to give us options. I can just kind of wait and see what happens with this wall and this army and how this guy chooses to reinforce this. I'm a triple threat right here. I'm actually a quadra threat. I could actually double back if I wanted to try to take care of this rebellion if I had to do that. Because I could double back, take care of this rebellion, and then use this force to come down here and start rampaging all of this stuff also. So I think for this turn, I'm just going to try to keep all my options on the table, just so I have the maximum amount of flexibility to see what they do next turn.
Alright, I'll move.
I want to keep this army up, though, because this is going to give me a little bit more leverage. I think I can... I don't know if I can quite attack this next turn. It's going to be close. I'm not sure if that option's on the table, but we'll see. So I definitely want... just a couple of goblins here. Just to get to 17. They're kind of the cheapest unit. Oh, I can do Wolf Riders this turn, actually, so... go ahead and get a couple of Wolf Riders before that building disappears. Oh, I can also get Rock Lobbers. Okay, so do I want Rock Lobbers or Wolf Riders? Remember, Wolf Riders are great for tying up Quarrelers. Rock Lobbers are more expensive, much more expensive for the upkeep. Wolf Riders are very cheap. They're only 83. So it's half as much. It costs half as much initial cost. And this doesn't... I mean, this is nice. You know, you're going to be able to bombard their units, but... it's not entirely necessary. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get one of these just in case the trolls don't work as immediate siege things. Like, I think they work as immediate siege, but this catapult definitely works as immediate siege. Because if you have an immediate siege item in your roster, if you have an artillery piece, once again, you can just straight up attack the city without having to wait to build any siege buildings. So I want to ensure that that's going to happen. So I'm going to build one of these. Then I'm going to build one Wolf Rider. So I think that's a decent compromise. And then over here, same deal. Just in case any of these settlements actually have walls for some reason, I'm going to build one of these. I can't build trolls because they take 2 turns, and I just don't have time to wait around for that. So what do I need in this army right now? I have no front line, basically. So I need frontline units, which means more poise. So this is going to add on, what's that, 160? How much are these guys? 123, 123, 160. That's what, 246 plus 160. It's like 403 or something, about 400. And over here, this is 83 plus 165. That's about 250. So we're increasing our cost to about 650. So we're going to be at almost 1,000 in the red after this. So, you know, I'm going to get 1,000 from each rebellion that I quell, I'm pretty sure.
The tribe's ready.
But we're starting to reach for straws here. Just anything that I can sell, I need to sell it. Just straight up. I mean, this is cool, but... and I am going to have to rebuild it, so it's going to be a loss in the long run, but I might want to consider it. I don't have to do it this turn. You know, I'm not going to be bankrupt next turn, but maybe I definitely want to start considering that. I want the cash building. It's Once again, I want to double down on the cash buildings. Once this finishes, that'll give me 600, that'll give me 200, so that'll give me 800 more per turn. So that's going to be a nice relief. Do I just sell this? How much is this? 1,200. Once again, we don't have to do it now, but we definitely need to consider possibly even selling our main building here. Just because we have another recruitment center very close by, we may not even just need this. We might just be able to use this as just a cash location for now. Although, as I said later on, it might have some strategic importance as a secondary defense against the chaos coming in. I don't think we need that necessarily right now. What do we have up here that we can sell? All of this is necessary. So they knocked this down to a tier 1 building. That's troublesome. But okay, so now the question is, what do I do with this guy? So if I use this person to rotate up to fight this rebellion, I can use him to fight this rebellion, I can use him to fight here, I can use him to reinforce and fight here. So I've got all those options. So the real question is, do I want to take care of this rebellion and potentially let this guy go down and take care of Karak Azul or clean this up and open myself up to a potential dwarf attack, although we can't see him right now. I suspect Thorgrim's like in here somewhere. Or do we just get aggressive and go for the bloody spears? Okay, so I think the move is going to be walk over here, take out the rebellion, reposition, get on this, get in here, and then we could jump next turn and get right here if they try to get aggressive on us. Or if these people try to step over and they're looking threatening, we can jump from here over to here again. So I think that's the play. We don't need to hire anything this turn. And we're definitely getting the rebellion next turn, right? Yes. So I want the maximum move speed, or like movement range. So I just want to start off like right here, just so that when they run, I'm pushing them into these trees essentially, so they won't run very far. So if I start off like right here, if I go underground right here and fight them from this direction, there's a decent chance they could just run all the way down here. And I might be able to chase them in one turn, but my finishing point is going to be down here, so I'm going to be much further, and I may not be able to support next turn. So I want to move to like right here. Let me see if normal move gets it there. Not quite as close as I want. So I want to move to like right here. So they spawn here, and then I pin them once again right here. So then when they run, they're not going to run very far. They're just going to run into these woods right here. And then I can kill them, and then once again occupy Black Crag, heal up the damage that I take, and then just be in a position to either defend or threaten these guys in 1 or 2 turns. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go. They won't spawn within your zone of control, so you don't want to get too close. You don't want to be like right here. But I think if I go like right here, then they're going to spawn like right here, I think. We'll see. I really hope they don't spawn like right here, and I didn't just crowd them out. I think they'll spawn right here, though. Okay, so those are all of our moves. This is, like I said, there's a lot of strategy and movement here. This would be a lot easier if I could hire a 4th army, but because I have so many fronts opened. But that's just not an option on the table right now, so.
The chopper is in my... What I wanted, boys.
Okay, once again, we're just looking for peace treaties here.
If this is bad.
Alright, none of these people.
You come bearing arms. Is it war?
Now they've got trade agreements with the dwarves, so this means they're probably going to get really hostile with me. Oh look, I've achieved rank 1 now. So, let's see. Yeah, so they really hate me now. Well, I've only got minus 20 great power, actually. I thought they'd hate me more than that. In another campaign, I think it was my 50-turn dwarf campaign or something, I was number 1, and I was getting like negative 60, negative 70 modifiers on diplomacy for being number 1. Okay, so nothing going on there that's interesting. Okay, I think that's going to be it for our turn. One final check on the buildings here. Okay, everybody's moved. Alright. Once again, we might end up having to sell some of these things, because we're really having to start the fire sale stuff just to support our army. But I think I want to keep everything for now. Okay, so let's go.
The boys are restless.
Okay, so it looked like they killed that army and maybe sacked it. Oh, Karak Azul came out and killed them, actually. Okay, so my ally has been attacked by the border princes. I'm considering this. Once again, you know, I'm not as concerned about the Scabby Eye themselves. I'm concerned about my reputation because I still might want be able to fish out an alliance with the Bloody Spears, especially if I start trashing all their buildings. But I also, this will put me in war with the border princes. Which they already don't like me much anyways. I mean, look at this. They're already going to go to war with me. Almost certainly they're going to go to war with me. Because I have a great power modifier and an aversion. So I think I'm just going to enter on the side of the ally. Even though, once again, I think this ally is going to die. I just don't want to appear as treacherous. Okay, so my wall died. Got a little bit of cash. Okay, so now we're just randomly getting negative growth in Karak 8 piece. That's fine. Death's pass. Okay, so just as we planned, these guys spawned here. So this is a pretty easy to figure out. We already planned this. We're just going to go ahead and attack it. We're just going to auto-resolve it. Grimgore's probably going to get a little hurt. That's okay. We can sit in the town next turn. Okay, so a lot of hurt, more than I thought, but you know, I probably should have manual resolved that. There's just no way I should have taken 183 losses, like, against this army. Well, no, I don't think so. I think I could have done that way better. I should have at least, I mean, I have 2.5 times their units, so I should have been able to, you know, at least get 2.5 times the kills. I could have leveraged these. I could have flanked with borers. I could have used the catapults better, you know. There's not a ton of stuff I could have done. There's not a lot of extra micro other than just run up and attack. But I certainly think I could have done better than this. Okay, so we obviously really need cash right now. So I'm at 83 and there's going to be no change. So if I take this, I'll go down to 79. But I'm not going to be able to get another wall for at least a few more turns. And I'm going to be able to fight this guy one more time. I'm going for cash. Yeah, it just has to be cash. Even though it's going to lower my fightiness a little bit. Level up. We got the boys. We got savages. We're getting to get back here. This is a huge bonus for your leadership, which can actually be pretty relevant.
I'm the one true kid. Ha!
Alright, so we're just going to do it again. So that was a little bit better. Grimgore still got pretty dang hurt though, which that's a problem with auto resolves. Let's see if it gave us better numbers at least. Yeah, so this is much more like it. This is like 9-1. Did I get another rank? And I got this standard for extra leadership. I'll put that on Grimgore, why not? Okay, so same deal. So I'm gonna get extra 5 next turn. I take this cash, I'll just get 1. But that'll still put me at 84, even though, like I said, I don't really need it. The fightiness right now, it's nice to stay up here just because then once the cooldown is finished, once it's 8 turns or whatever is finished, then a wall will just pop up after the next fight. So we're just going to take the cash. Okay, so we're at least getting a few good fights here. Gaining some ranks. Our lads is going to buff up our Black Orcs and Biggins since we get those rolling. You don't want to wait until you get those units necessarily. Like if you already have this right out the gates when you start getting big boys or Biggins, then they're already ready to go. They're already laced up and ready to dominate. Just checking these items here. I think we're all good on these items, I think. I'll check the items on everyone else here in a second. Oh, I got a trait. So as you attack more and as you do more good things, you acquire more traits as the campaign unfolds. So right now, if I attack, I get +5 leadership, and I get an extra 15% aura size. So that means my leadership bonus has expanded an extra 15%, which is excellent because that's going to help keep my goblins, trolls, and other kind of weak-minded units. It's going to keep them in line. It's going to keep them in the fight. Okay, so go over here to this town. We're going to heal up a little bit. So we get some pretty good healing. Grimcor's not going to be in a great place for the next fight, but you know, we can work around that. We can just wait to deploy him until everyone else is committed and then run him into the back. Kind of like what we did with Thorgrim in the Dwarf campaign, except hopefully Grimgor won't die like Thorgrim died in that. Spoiler alert. Or maybe not. You know, maybe just go watch and see. But we've definitely had some interesting scenarios. Okay, so I can't actually catch this guy next turn because he spawned on this side instead of on this side. I think he usually spawns here, so I should have been aware of that. Oh my lord, look at this. Okay, so he's got trolls and he's got savage orc poor boys. So because my tech is higher in this town, because I'm able to make trolls, then my rebellions are also able to make trolls. So this is a problem. This is a big problem. So I'm going to have to send Grimgor down here to deal with this, I think, next turn. So I just ran back into town. I should have checked this first. See, if I run out of town, I can get down to like right here. And even though they have trolls and all that crap, I'm still going to... These don't have fanatics. Okay, they actually do have fanatics. Wow, so they have like a tier 4 unit in here. I still think I'll be able to auto-resolve it. So they're going to have 14. I have 20. Even though Grimgor's hurt, it's going to take him down to like 2 HP or something on an auto-resolve. But it'll take care of business here. Okay, and I actually... Can I attack this? I can't tell. And it's not really telling me. I don't think so. I think I'm like 1 pixel out. And I went to the maximum range. Like, here's the property line. Like, I went to the maximum range to be able to hire units. So I can't actually go there and attack. Can I at least attack this place? Okay, I can still attack Karak Azul. So that plan is intact. Okay, now this guy ran in there, though. So he has 4 units. Karak Azul has 8, so that's 12 units. I have 16. I have pretty big units. So 16 on 12. I'm not sure what kind of odds it's going to give me. I don't think this is a great composition to siege with. But if I get an auto-resolve that's, you know, over 50%, then I'll definitely take it. Because I can heal up in the barracks next time. Bloody Spears didn't do anything aggressive. They're just kind of hanging out for now. No one else is doing anything that aggressive in my territory. So I think I can rotate him down if I have to. How many more turns for Rebellion? 1. Or lots of turns. Okay. So we dropped off one of those negative modifiers. I don't remember which one. We still have the -8 for a couple more turns, but we dropped off the -3. So, yeah, I'm going to have to come down here and deal with this. Like, this guy is not going to be able to handle that. Even though I have 11 units, he only has 8. I can't really burrow close to him. I mean, I guess I could burrow here and see if he intercepts me. But I think he'll beat me up because he's got trolls. And the computer doesn't use trolls optimally a lot of the times, but the raw strength of the trolls versus my goblins are just going to wreck them. So I think I'm going to have to call in the big guns here. And I absolutely cannot make it down there in 1 turn. So, what I can do, let's see, how close? I think if I move to like here, I can get it next turn. Let me see. Okay. So what I'm looking for is, can I raid this? Okay, so I can raid. It'll give me 184 gold, so not a ton. It'll give me a little bit of fightiness. But since I have to wait another turn anyways, I think that this is the move. Because I think I can attack this in 1 turn next turn. So I'm going to take like maybe 1 more step. I'm just really trying to milk this.
Don't push me.
I wonder if I can go 1 more and still be able to raid. So you have to have 50% of your movement speed left. I'm really close right now. I'm going to go like just 1 more step.
This way.
Okay, I think that's all I can do and get it. No! No, no, no! Crap! So I lost 100. It's only 184 bucks. But look at this. I'm getting hustled. I see a sliver of yellow right there. You guys see that? Am I imagining this? I see a sliver of yellow beyond this bar. So visually, I just got hustled. Because I thought this sliver was telling me the truth, but it says it's 48%. I just got hustled, guys. Visually, okay, so just know this is a couple of just percentage off on the visual representation of your percentage. So, you know, 148 bucks, not a huge deal, but once again, I mean, look at my situation. Like, money's money. Okay, so since I'm already here, I'm just gonna roll all the way down here just to get more visual info on what's going on in this region in case there's another army or something. Okay, so I should have stopped while I was ahead and just raided right here. There is an outside chance maybe I couldn't have got to this next turn, so this could be a blessing in disguise, but I think that was a mistake. I should have just stopped, raided, got my 184, and then attacked it next turn. I did get more visual, and I did get a larger guarantee that I know I can attack this next turn, so. Alright, so I'm going to rotate down with these guys. Grimcore's going to stay really hurt, but you know, I've got to deal with this sooner rather than later, because not only are they getting more units every turn, they're getting actually pretty dangerous units every turn. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's see if we can salvage something good out of this situation. I want to take this town. Once again, I can't reach this town.
Do you take me for a wizard?
I could almost certainly just destroy them if I did this, but I'm going to come down and see if I can take this.
Here we go.
It's like I have a few more units. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. It's actually quite close. Because I have more units, but they have a compositional advantage. How much time do we have? Let me take a gander here. Okay, so we still have about 24 minutes by my calculations. Okay, so let's consider this real quickly. Okay, so I can definitely attack it this turn. See how I can? It's going to let me do the auto resolver attack. It's because I have the catapults or the trolls. I think both of them will allow you to do that. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. All right, so I only have 1 rock lobber. This might be able to destroy the tower. It might not. I think I can destroy a tower with a rock lobber. I can potentially get these trolls to knock down the gates also, so that's considerable. They don't have that many ranged units. Like, well, yeah, they do actually. I lied. So they have like 2 quarrelers, 2 gunners. So 3 quarrelers, 2 gunners, and a grudge thrower. So that's important because I don't have any flanking units to get to those. I'm just going to have to run at them. Maybe with trolls. I mean, I know trolls shouldn't run out of position, but they're the fastest thing that I have. I mean, they move 54, so they move pretty quick. And if they can potentially wrap up some of those quarrelers or gunners, that could be very helpful. I think that these biggins will be able to beat the dwarf warriors in one-on-one combat. So they're tier 2, they have higher attack, they actually have okay armor, have good weapon strength, and they have pretty good weapon piercing damage. I think it was like 18, 12. Okay, so they have 12 weapon piercing damage, so that's pretty good. That can crack some dwarf armor. They have a lot of HP. How many? Let me see. Yeah, they have 8,600 HP, so these dwarf warriors only have like 6,300. So they have like almost not 50% more. I don't know what the number is. I mean, at least a third more HP, right? So 33% more HP. They have way better attack. They have respectable defense. So I think they can win one-on-one versus Dwarf Warriors. They only have like 2 Dwarf Warriors. These guys are going to be probably pretty bad against me. Like, they have really low melee attack and defense, and I don't have a lot of armor. So, as I talk about in the Dwarf campaign, these guys are actually much better than they appear against armored units because they have heavy piercings. They have 17 piercing. So that is fantastic against heavily armored units like Lords or other Dwarves. But they're not as good against non-heavily armored units because their melee attack is so low. So the real threat here are these gunners, because these gunners are going to do, this looks like a low number. It's like, oh, they only do 16. 14 of that's armor piercing. That goes straight to the dome. So I don't have heavily armored units, so it's not as brutal as it is in some dwarf on dwarf action, but it still is really good. Now, okay, so these guys are probably going to be on the walls shooting at me. I just don't have a good way to shoot back. I mean, like I said, I can run up and smash down the gate and just get on the inside. I can't auto-resolve it, obviously, because it's just not happening. So I can either, the siege is not going to matter. Like, if I get the little siege towers and stuff, I don't really care about that as much, because I can just break in with these guys or my catapults. My lord is better than their lord. They only have 1 lord. Okay, I think this is not campaign ending potentially, but this is going to be very, very bad if I die and get wiped out. But I think I'm going to do this because I think I have a large advantage with these trolls. As long as I can get them up close to the gates and not get just destroyed by the range before I even get there. I don't know if trolls can climb ladders to get on top and fight. I doubt it. I doubt it because they're large. So I think I'm going to have to smash down the gate. So our game plan is going to be, well, we'll just go ahead and get in there. I'm nervous about this. But you guys deserve a good fight, you know. Been hanging out, hopefully absorbing, soaking in all the strategy that we've been doing. And, you know, I think just giving you guys a close fight here will be nice. Okay, so we don't know where they're deployed. I can smash down these gates with trolls. So we don't know where they're deployed yet. So I want to minimize how many of these towers are hitting me. So Legend of Total War does some stuff it's not quite, you know, I wouldn't quite class it as exploitative. I think I mentioned it in this video or in the dwarf video, but it's certainly on the cusp of being gamey, and he has a very, you know, he has a pretty compelling reason why it's legit, but I don't know if I'm sold on it. But anyways, we're gonna have to do some kind of interesting tactics here. So what he basically does is you bring up like your lord, and he soaks all of the shots from the tower, while your rock lobber or whatever your artillery is takes out the tower. In this case, I'll probably have to take out 2 towers, and from there he brings a bunch of quarrelers in his dwarf campaign and just shoots the people on the tower because they won't really respond and shoot back. So I'm not going to be able to do that part of the exploitation, but I do think that just kind of massing up on one side and coming at it this way is probably the best way. See, I don't get to see the deployment, which is really annoying, and that leaves me to question whether they get to choose how they deploy after I choose how I want to attack. So if I put all of my units over here stacked on one side, will they be able to just stack up all their units here? I'm not sure how that works. Or if we both have to just do it blind. So if, you know, I can we both have to deploy our units at the same time. The fact that I can't see where his units are deployed leads me to believe that he gets to deploy in response to how I deploy. I'm pretty sure that's how it works if you do player versus player, like the person on the outside has to deploy first before the person on the inside. So what do we want to do? I still think we just want to go for one of these gates, because if we split up our forces, that's twice as many arrows that are going to be coming at us. Like, yes, we might make them split up also, but at the same time, we're also going to have to, like, it's just going to be more shots overall. So the towers are really the difference maker here. We just want to get as few shots as possible on us. So I think that we want our trolls to lead the charge, because they regenerate. So yes, they have a low leadership, but they're getting a little bit of a buff from being near my guy. So I'm getting a +6 from my lord. I believe that's what the +6 is, and -5 difficulty, obviously. So they're gonna break fairly soon. Other options are, I could actually put the goblins up there first, since they're basically worthless, and just use them as fodder. I think that's what I might actually do. So goblins first, because they're just borderline worthless. Just run them up there to soak hits, and then trolls after them. Well, hold on. I want all of this like over here, like on the edge. So to minimize, once again, I just want the least amount of towers hitting me as possible. So this is going to be 2 towers hitting me. Now, I could actually, like I said, step up here with my lord, shoot this with a catapult. Maybe that's better. But I'm going to be getting shot by 2 towers. So my lord's going to have to be sitting here getting soaked by 2 towers, because I think there's no way I'm going to be able to deal with this. So I think I just want to walk up there in this scenario. Like, I think this map is not the most efficient map for implementing Legend of Total War strategy. So I'm just going to have to sit here. I'm just going to run up as fast as I can. And then we're just going to scale the walls. And we're going to move around with the trolls to come down here and knock down this gate. So let's see here. So night goblins are a little bit more useful. So we get these guys right here. And then these guys are mostly the same in terms of where I want to deploy them strategically. I guess, oh wow, I have a ton of range there. Okay. I guess I would like for the big ones to go up first, just because they're more important. They do a lot more damage and they have more armor. So put the big ones up there first. We can actually put these like yeah, I mean, we can just put these rock arbors way back here. They have that much range. Okay, so just setting up some hotkeys here, because this is going to be another pretty intense fight, I suppose. I think I explained hotkeys. I'm not 100% in this battle, but you can basically hold shift, or control rather, put down a key, and it's going to give you, like if I press these different keys, selects all these different units. So when you get into a real serious fight, I highly recommend hotkeys if you want to control different units. That's what we're doing here. So the most important tower to take out then, that's going to get the least amount of friendly fire from my own dudes, is probably this one. Because if I fired this one with my catapult, there's a chance they could miss and hit my trolls that are down here at the bottom knocking on this gate. This one should be nullified. Like, I don't think it's going to be able to shoot me. I think the angle was just like here or something. They might be able to shoot these goblins, but we'll see. These two can definitely 100% shoot me though, so I'm going to aim for this one with the catapults. Then I'm just going to run up, try to scale the wall with as many units as I can right here. And then use the trolls to knock down the gate right here. And I want to keep my general like around here so I can get the leadership on the trolls. Okay, so let's go ahead and okay, so the goblins are soaking most of it. The trolls, it's okay if the trolls get a couple of hits in here, because they regenerate, so. How much does this have left? 8%? Wow, okay. Yeah, they can't smash these buildings, but they can smash the gates. So let's go over here and smash the gates. Alright, these guys go ahead and climb. Actually, I want my lord over here. What are these guys doing? Why are they running way over here? I guess because these walls are full or something? Like, what is the deal? Get up there. Like, what are you doing? Okay. Are my guys in yet? No, they're still pounding. See, they're healing up quite a bit. Maybe not the 50 per second that I said. It's probably closer to like 12 or something. But we actually pounded our way in here now. I think we did, yeah, right? Okay, get in here, guys. Come on. What are they doing? Get inside. Go all the way in. So I don't know why these guys are going way over here. I guess because this wall was full. That's my only thought here. Okay, so let's just go on the inside here. I think they're dropping down to come fight. Remember, this is not how you ultimately want to use trolls. I described this before, but this is kind of a special situation. So I want to just get in here as much as possible. But this is still pretty slow damage, pretty slow, steady damage. How are we not doing any damage to this guy? Like, I have so much armor piercing. I want this lord dead. This is just not very effective. Let's just run in here some more. So again, I just want to get in here so that I can get more surface area. Okay, so that let my lord come in. Just attack these guys. Okay. Because a lot of my trolls are just like sitting here. It's like not really being that effective. So let's go ahead and move in a little bit more. There we go. So these guys, I don't know what the deal is. Get over here and attack. Okay, I need to shut those quarrelers up. Let's see here. Yeah, I can take these one troll units and get over there and get those guys. Let's see if we can shoot at these guys. I don't know. Can I just come down here? Like, is that something I can do? What is shooting? Where is this shooting coming from? Oh, they have these guys. Let's go take care of them. Okay, so no one's on these quarrelers. Just get down here. Can we drop down? I can't tell. Like, they can drop down. Why can't I drop down? Okay, so let's get over here, and then you guys get up here and fight. What is going on here? Just get over here and fight these guys. These biggins, okay. Okay, good. So we're able to go over there. We're probably, I mean, we're going to lose this wall fight most likely. But if we get their town, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I don't do a lot of these fights. I really like to auto-resolve them. I don't think this is favorable for me most of the time to do fights like this. What are you guys doing? Get in there. Okay, so these trolls are doing work. You can tell. Like, they just regenerate so much. As long as they don't get focus fired, they can do some serious damage. So let's just go ahead and I just want to get in here. Like, that's terrible, by the way. You shouldn't ever clump up right here. Like, if they had units that were even close to mine in capability, we'd probably get destroyed. So my guy's in here. I mean, their lord should be dead. Like, yeah, there he is. He's on his way out, I think. No, now they're coming down. So let's go over here and get these guys. Pick them up. Once again, you probably shouldn't run off on your own with these trolls, but these guys are full health, so I'm okay with that. I'm getting shot at here. There's not really a lot I can do about it. Okay, so this is overkill. So I'm gonna run around this way with the trolls, and then I'm gonna bring my biggins back over here to fight, maybe. These trolls are starting to break. Where's my lord? My lord is still here, so these trolls shouldn't really be breaking. Yeah, I don't know why they're breaking so easily. These guys are breaking also. Why? Like, I know they have low leadership, but come on, like, the general's right there. They'll rally back. I have faith, I believe. They're just getting shot in the back or something. I don't really know. Like, I wish I had the bellow thing I could do right here. So we're sneaking up on them. We want to get over here and get these gunners. Okay, so we're actually kind of winning this wall fight now. Once again, these quarrelers are just doing so much work up here. Like, get a charge in. Holy crap. Thank you. Don't break immediately. At least do some damage first. Okay, so we need to get up here and deal with this crap, like, now. Like, yesterday. Just get one of these guys to tie up the gunners. And then just get the trolls and the general up here to deal with these guys. Okay, we won all this up here, so this is good. Kill them. Push forward, then hop down off this wall and kill these guys. Okay, my rock lava is just pretty much done. Where's the... I don't see where the... I can't graphically see where it is. Okay, here it is. Oh, but that's dead. Okay. Okay, so these guys rallied. Let's get them back in here. Tie these guys up. I just want to get into melee with them so they stop shooting. Okay, so just get down here, guys. Get over here. Okay, so the trolls are running. But I think my main guy should be able to melee these people. for quite a while. It's getting kind of dicey up there though, so I want to get up here and support him as fast as I can. Okay, all these dudes are dead, so just get up here. Anyone else rallied or just someone that I forgot about? I'm just looking around. So we're just trying to run in here, just get in here. This guy's just taking some serious punishment, but I think he can handle it. Because once again, these are just like ranged units trying to fight me hand to hand, and miners. So I think I can handle it. I mean, I'm, you know, crossing my fingers here, but I think we're going to be able to push into him as soon as we charge. Just charge. Get in there, charge him. Okay. Charge these guys in the back. These dudes over here shooting, these quarrelers are going to be a problem, but I think we're going to be able to push through this, guys. Jeez, this is getting very close though. Okay, this guy needs to just go over here and lock these guys up. I've got to get these guys to quit shooting at me. Okay, trolls are back. Come on, trolls. One more round, baby. Come on.
This is gonna be Russian.
Dang it, I'm just gonna have to fight. Something needs to get over here and shut these things up. Like, they're what's doing all the damage are these guys over here shooting, even though there's just a handful of them left. Like, they're really putting some damage on me. I've got 724 health left. Get over there. Okay, jeez. Whew. Well, this is one way to save some money, right? Just get most of your guys killed in a siege. That'll save you some upkeep. Alright, run them down, trolls. So we'll get the trolls after this, but I have a feeling they put in some serious work. I mean, we saw it early on. Now, they were wasted a lot of time, too. If you want to see them visually, too, this is kind of cool. You can just run them down and just puke on them and, you know, just bash them, kick them. They have some pretty cool animations. So they're actually kind of fast, and they have a... See, look at them run after them. Bam! It's pretty nice. Oh, get him. That's right. Oh, it's awesome. It's like golfing with dwarves. I'll probably enjoy that too much.
Do not shame your ancestors.
But anyways, as you saw, the trolls are very powerful. Like, they came in. Now, the problem was, remember, they were locked up too by like one hero was somehow able to tank like 30 trolls right here at the gate because legendary. But nevertheless, they put in some serious work. Now, our guys up top were doing okay too, but I think the trolls were pretty much the MVP of this. Just those quarrelers, man. We'll take a look after the fight. Okay, run these guys down. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward it, but I mean, I think they're all gonna die because it's city anyways, but I just want to make sure. You just never know with the shenanigans. So this is another thing about trolls too. Even though I don't have any cavalry in this match, because they have 54 speed naturally, I am still able to run down infantry because they're really fast for infantry. So they're surprisingly fast. So they can definitely run down and do some work. They're not quite as fast as Spider Riders. They're not quite as good at this as they are, but they can still definitely run down some units, especially dwarves. Okay, they're going to make it. Okay, everybody else is done. Okay. So, yeah, I really didn't want to fight that, guys. This is why I don't like gate battles. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was a nice, close fight. I was definitely on the edge of my seat throughout most of that. But, God, those one trolls have 161 kills. Like, I got sweat, you know, on my shirt right now from that fight. Like, that was pretty intense. Like, if they had killed my general or gotten him to broke, they absolutely would have won that. You see a lot of these trolls are running, like, they still have, you know, 10, 9, and their max is 12 trolls. So they're, like, running with 10. And it's not like they were losing either. Like, this troll that ran a lot had 170 kills, and he was barely scratched. And he ran away. I'm pretty sure that's the only why he has 10 left. So they do run. You know, like I said, that is a thing with the trolls. They do like to run, but they were able to hold in there pretty well with my leader. And later on, you can put items on them, like those little leadership banners that give them extra leadership. And I mean, there's ways that you can counteract that, but that's just, you know, an inherent weakness you have to deal with trolls, is that they have low leadership. But they do a lot of damage. So my big uns are doing like 91, 85. Like, they're doing pretty well. These orc guys are doing okay. Goblins are okay, I guess. These guys just barely do anything. But then you come over to the trolls, and it's like, I mean, I guess some of these trolls aren't that impressive. 39, 49, 67. But these guys definitely were. And these are probably the guys at the end that were running people down, so you gotta remember that as well. But they're definitely really strong. They're a huge contributor to why we won that. Okay, so I'll consider that a win. I did not look at the buildings that were there before this, but I really need cash right now. And remember, we got hustled in my own province because I took over that one building, I occupied it, and I only got a level 1 building, like level 1 main building with nothing else. And I know, looking at it before I occupied it, it was level 2, and it had at least one other building in it, if not 2 buildings. I think it had a growth building and one other building in it, and the main settlement was level 2. I just peaceably occupied it. This was like, I don't know, 4 episodes or something that this happened, when we tested it out to see whether occupy or loot and occupy was more valuable. And we just straight up got hustled out of that. We lost like, you know, 1,000 gold or something. So I think I'm going to loot and occupy. I definitely want the settlement so I can replenish this turn. Just start getting in a position to where I can go fight these guys next. But I think I'm going to loot and occupy, just so that I secure this 3,500 gold and I don't get hustled. Because in the dwarf campaign, it seems valuable to occupy and then just sell the buildings, because it just seems like that's the best way mathematically to do it. But with the orcs, you have to remember, they get a bonus for looting. They get a bonus for sacking settlements. Like, they get way more money than the dwarves for these things. So I'm gonna do loot and occupy. That may not be correct, depending on which buildings I would have gotten. But if you think about it, all of the tier 1 dwarf buildings, which is what I would probably get, even if I got 2 tier 1 buildings, okay, the most I'm going to be able to sell those for, like the expensive one, the barracks building, is going to give me 600, and the next most expensive one is probably the public order one, which would give me like 900 or so. So 900 plus 600 is 1,500, and it's not going to give me more than 2 extra buildings in addition to the main settlement building. And damage on the main settlement building is going to be, you know, $400 or $500 to repair. If I got a tier 2 for some reason, you know, that's probably worth 1,600 or something. So, you know, in a best case scenario, I get a tier 2, and I get 2 of the most expensive tier 1 buildings. It's still only going to give me like 3,100 gold, and I think I just got like 3,500. I forgot exactly because I started talking here, but so I think it would have to be like the most rosy of rosy tinted glasses, in the best scenario possible for the loot to be better than the loot and occupy when they're offering me 3,500. Or yeah, for the loot and occupy. For the occupy without loot to be better than the loot and the occupy. You guys know what I mean. Okay, so let's see if I was right. So it still left us with a level 1 building. So not only are we getting 30 whatever 100, but we're also getting to demolish this building for 600. So we don't actually even have to demolish it right now. We could make more troops. Okay, that did put us over the wall threshold. It's close, but actually, no, it's not close. It's not anywhere close. We still have to win a couple more battles. But we did get a lot of extra cash. That's nice. Okay, so do I want to sell this, actually? Well, let's at least... Okay, so we can go ahead and combine a couple of these units. That'll save some cost. Since we're not close to a wall anyways, I'm not really concerned with staying over 17 just yet. I think that's fine. Okay, and so we can go ahead and hire. Do we need to hire, though? That's a question we need to start asking. Like, do we need to hire? Because this is already a really strong army. We do need to get up to 17. But we also need to save some money.
Don't think so.
So he has 9 here. Let's just assume that he hires 3 more. So that'll be 12. And I think he had, what, 6? Yeah, 12 and 6 is 18. So he's going to have an 18 stack here. So, do we underestimate this guy, or do we just... I think we don't underestimate. I think we give him credit that he's going to put up a decent show. We just go ahead and get 3 orcs here.
Yes.
Well, hold on. Because we're going to at least have one more turn where we have to move up here, but we're not going to be able to attack in the same turn. So I'm hoping we can move and end up about right here. That's not going to be our property, though. Okay. So what I was thinking was we could actually move up and then hire like right here and save 1 turn of upkeep. But this is not our property yet. Once we move up here, and then if we take this town the turn after that, then it will be our property. We already know we can't reach it from right here, because we tried that before. So we're going to have to be right here, which means we're not going to be able to recruit next turn. And they could still come out on us.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
So we're just going to go ahead and buy it right now. Alright, so points. Intimidating presence. Let's see. Oh, okay, excellent. So that actually gives 5 more leadership. So that's quite good for those trolls. Okay, and they're going to heal up quite a lot next turn. Okay, we already moved this guy. We already took this out. We're positioned to take this out next turn. Just check the buildings here. I totally forgot what happened before that fight, in all honesty, so I'm just going to look here real quick. Okay, I think we can wait on this stuff. Not sell it just yet. Double checking this one more time. Okay, yeah, I've already got the 2 money buildings, so there's really no reason to sell this right now. I just want money everywhere. Black Crag, I mean, I could even get rid of this and get some money, but I don't think so. We're pretty close to being able to get that next tier of unit, that next tier buildings. Yeah, we're fine with that for now. We don't need to get big into there immediately. Now, here's a question though. So, we're recruiting this turn. We're going to move up here. We're not going to recruit next turn. But, as soon as we take over this building, we will be able to recruit. So the question is, do I want to recruit more after that, so I get 17 for the wall? I think the answer is yes, so I can win. Like, go up here, fight this battle, win. If it puts me in wall territory, which, what am I going to be at? 65 plus 18. So it's probably going to put me in wall territory. It's possible, depending on how many casualties I get. So it puts me in wall territory, then I can go ahead and buy 1 more unit and get the wall. So it'll put me at 17. Because remember, it doesn't check that till the end of the turn. So even if I win the battle with 16 and then buy 1 more, I can still get the wall. So I think we want to keep this building around. I was considering selling it and then getting a money building. But I think we're going to hold it for now. Okay, looking at these buildings. Fillet of Sorrow. We're already making the money building. I mean, we could get growth here if we really wanted to. Let's go ahead and update this to a bigger money building. So, I mean, we could get growth here if we really want to. The only problem is this isn't going to be a major recruitment hub after I secure everything down here, which hopefully I can tile this up in 10 or 15 turns. I'm hoping. So As long as I have a money building in each one of these places, I don't really care about the other stuff right now. I will eventually want one more obedience thing right here. And once I take this, I'll put another obedience thing, and that should cover my obedience. But other than that, I don't think I want to upgrade these too much. Well, I do want to get to tier 4, so I can upgrade this to Doom Divers. That's a thing that I definitely want to consider. So I want the growth out of this. I want to get to 4, so that I can get to the Arachnarok Spider upgrade, even more important than the Doom Diver upgrade. So it's only 17. So I think that means that I want these growth buildings of this. I think I want this. It's not that expensive. It's going to give me a huge boost in growth. I don't need the public order right now, per se. I can always sell this back later, just because I have an army kind of around here. But you can already see it's already getting in the way that I have to come back and backtrack to do this public order. Like, it stopped me from coming up here. So it's starting to become an issue because I'm getting myself spread thin with all these territories. So it might be worth considering a public order building here. Let me think about this. So what's it going to look like? So the events are limited time. That's going to go away. The rating is going to go away. So that's 11 of it's going to go away. Military crackdown is going to go away. So what we really are looking at is we need 12 total public order to stabilize. And when chaos comes out, we're going to probably need at least 14, I think. So that means these don't give public order, I don't think, right? No. Nope. So I got to have these, and this gives 4. So that means I need 3 of these eventually. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and do it. It's a little bit of cash. It's actually quite expensive considering what we have going on. Okay, let me think about this again. Okay, so how are we looking on time here? Oh my gosh, I went way over on this one. That fight lasted way longer than I thought. I'm sorry, guys. We're 15 minutes over. Wow. Okay, so that fight actually took a very, very long time, and I just got totally caught up after the fight and just talking about all this other stuff. I'm already going on to the next episode. So we'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll start off. I'll think about what I want to do with this, and then I'll come back with a good decision, a good game plan. Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed the siege battle. Once again, there were some things in there that we definitely could have done better. We clumped up our trolls too much on the gate breach, but we just really couldn't move in past them. Ideally, I should have run 1 or 2 units of trolls, possibly even with my leader, and just gone up behind them and taken out that artillery in the middle of town square. That's what we should have done, but it ended up working out okay. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, as usual. I enjoyed broadcasting it to you, and I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.